Zoya and Hina shared a bond that went beyond friendship. It was a sisterhood built over years of laughter, tears, and unshakable trust. Zoya was lively, impulsive, and had a playful spark in her. Hina, on the other hand, was calm, sincere, and gentle-hearted. They had a mutual friend from college, Hamza, a kind, driven young man who had moved abroad a few years ago to build his business. Despite the distance, he remained in touch, mostly through chats and occasional calls. Both girls stayed connected with him, but it was Zoya who took the initiative most of the time. One day, out of sheer mischief, Zoya messaged Hamza while pretending to be Hina. At first it was a harmless joke, a moment of amusement, but as days passed, it became a habit. Every day, Zoya would talk to Hamza using Hina's name, and slowly, what began as a joke turned into something real. Zoya fell in love with him. Hamza, unaware of the truth, began to fall too. But for the girl he believed was Hina. Her words soothed him. Her encouragement lifted him. Her understanding comforted him. What he didn't know was that it was Zoya behind those words. Every emotion, every moment, they were real. But the name was wrong. Over the next 2 years, that bond grew stronger. Hamza returned to his country with hope in his heart and love in his eyes. He was finally ready to confess his feelings. He asked Hina to meet him and, without hesitation, poured his heart out, telling her how much she meant to him, how her words had changed his life. But Hina was shocked. She had no idea what he was talking about. She thought of him as a friend, nothing more. She had barely exchanged a few texts with him over the years. Confused and heartbroken, she asked him to explain, and that's when everything unraveled. Zoya stepped forward and confessed the truth. She told Hamza how it had all started as a joke, but as time passed, she had fallen in love with him. Yet she never found the courage to reveal her identity. She feared rejection. She feared losing him. So she kept pretending. Hina was hurt, not because Hamza had proposed to her, but because Zoya had betrayed their friendship. She had lied, hidden things, and let her take the blame for feelings she never expressed. Hamza was devastated. Everything he believed, everything he had felt, suddenly felt like a lie. He needed time. Time to understand what was real and what wasn't. He distanced himself from both for a while, but time has a way of revealing truths. In his silence, Hamza began to see Hina differently, not through the lens of Zoya's words, but through her own presence. Her kindness, her honesty, her quiet strength. They slowly touched his heart in a way he had never expected. Months passed. This time, it was real. No false names, no hidden identities. Just two people getting to know each other for who they truly were. Eventually, Hamza proposed again, but to the real Hina, the woman he had now come to love genuinely. She said yes. Their wedding was a quiet celebration of truth, trust, and second chances. And Zoya? She stood at a distance, watching them begin their new life together. She smiled for them, but inside, she carried the weight of regret. She had loved truly, but by hiding behind someone else's name, she had lost everything. Every happy moment reminded her of what could have been, if only she had spoken up when it mattered. Ending note, love was real, but the name was wrong, and sometimes when the truth comes too late, even love can't fix what's been broken.